Hey man, it's the homie Fasscoupe.
Trying to make it to the top, you can't rush that. Slow down, crippin' in the city full of blood. That's what you doing, cooking up. Blue, that cold, this ain't cold red, but it's cold blue. Shit fast, turning blue like you Goku.
You are now watching Crowned at SaraG TV. Bang!
That's just how the world spins. I guess I'm selfish every now and then. You sin, I sin. You bleed, I bleed. You lose, I lose. I'm human too. Yeah.
What's your favorite artist that you worked with so far? I'll have to say Lil Baby. That's my guy right there. He actually taught me a valuable lesson when we was in the studio doing a record. He asked me, he's like, what you got so far? And he seen me like writing. And then he told me, he was like, nah, don't write, just go up in the studio and just, you know, release it, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I kind of learned how to give out authentic music, you know, from the core. Like when you just go in there and it's from the heart versus being written down, the delivery comes off differently, you know what I'm saying? So he taught me a dope lesson. What's a piece of advice you would give to your younger self? I would say, put your money in the right places. What's one thing you want listeners to take away from your music? I want all my listeners to take away the fact of, you know, just because you come from a rough place don't mean you can't do big things, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, stay motivated. No matter the situation, you can make it happen, you know what I'm saying? What's your favorite childhood memory? I would have to say, you know, just growing up in my hood, man, like all my homies and stuff. Rest in peace to my homies. I ain't here no more too, man. Shout out to my hood NC, shout out to my Crips and all that, man. Do you believe in second chances? I do, but then again, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just depend on the situation. If you do something crazy, like you just like literally cross the line, I ain't finna give you a second chance. But if it's something like moderate to where we can figure something out, I'll give you a second chance, you feel me? So, how far do you want your music career to go? As far as it can take me, I'm trying to be international with it, that's my goal. What's the craziest DM you've ever received? That's a tough one. I got a lot of DMs. Yeah, I be in DMs, I be getting a lot of DMs. I mean, it would have to be like a message from like my man Trouble, you know what I'm saying? I did a record with him or whatever, but after the fact of us doing a record, he still stayed in touch with me, he was DMing me and all that, you know what I'm saying? So that was a good DM right there. What's your toxic trait? I would have to say, that's a tough one. That's like, you got to dig for that. Like, you know, that's some self-observant stuff. I would have to say my consistency. So with me, I'm very consistent. So say I like a shorty or whatever, I may like be super consistent with her before she may be ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like, oh, you really like me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably that. What movie influenced you the most? My favorite movie, I got two, Coach Carter, and I got Like Mike. I like Mike, you know what I'm saying? Bow Wow's one of my favorite artists or whatever. He made me want to rap, and see him do the acting thing was cool too. And Coach Carter, the basketball team was based out the hood in Richmond, California, and they had to play against like high prep schools or whatever the case may be. And due to the fact of their environment, they ain't let that change their ability or skills. It didn't mess them up or whatever. So just seeing some young dudes from the hood play ball super good and play at the top level was dope to see. What is one change your community needs? I would have to say, man, communication, sticking together, you know what I'm saying, through tough situations, like, you know, taking care of your neighbors. Your neighbors is all you got. You a neighbor as well, so that's that right there. Bang! All right, yeah, it's the homie Fasscoupe. Stay tuned. I got brand new music on the way. I got a project coming out, you know what I'm saying? I can't get y'all the title, but it's supposed to drop, you know, fall or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We got some big records, videos about to drop, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about signing artists too. Bang! Hey man, it's the homie Fasscoupe, and unfortunately I'm about to slide out. Wish I could stay forever, but listen, like, subscribe, comment, all of that. SaraG TV, we lit. Bang!